What's up, guys? Coach Mike here with part one of the Dynamic Effort Squat Deadlift Day. I wanted to talk to you about ladder sets for DE training. Basically, what ladder sets are is using your warm-up as a gauge on into slowly working up into your working sets with your DE work. So you can see what I've got going on here as my band setup is good to go. And then I get to a reasonable warm-up weight, and then I start adding 10 pounds per side. That's each rung on the ladder. And when you get to a place where you're producing peak forces, you're going to stay at that rung and get your sets in. And as you get warmed up, sometimes you can go higher. So as I'm warming through these sets, you'll see I treat each set like a working set. So you'll want to apply the same forces every set, and this allows you to take advantage of the force velocity curve. Sometimes I don't produce peak forces until later on in the set with higher weights, or later on in the workout. So I need to get some volume in at the lower weights. Okay, so you want to watch the bar speed. If your bar speed is good on your warm-ups, just keep adding a little weight per side. I do a 10 per side, or 15, whatever, 20, whatever you need. Small jump for you. So as long as I am able to maintain bar speed, I know that I'm increasing the force on the bar. Every time that I add weight, as long as the bar speed is maintained, I know that I'm increasing the peak force. What we don't want to do on DE day is produce submaximal forces. That defeats the purpose. So what we do with the ladder is take advantage of that fact and go up on rungs when we can maintain bar speed, and go down rungs when we can no longer maintain bar speed until we have sufficient volume with the DE work that we're doing. Okay, so you can see I've got like 175 on the bar here. Bar speed is still good. Okay, and this will work well for 400 to 500 pound squatters out there watching this. These bands are the Elite micro and mini long, I believe. All right, so auto-regulate based on bar speed here. So I added a little bit more weight. Let's watch the bar speed. As long as it's still good, then we add a little bit more. You may be asking, how do you know when to terminate your sets? Well, either your coach will give you a predetermined volume that you need to get, or your legs are going to get to a point where they can no longer produce peak forces. And once you do maintain peak forces at a top weight, and you may need to come down some rungs and just to be able to maintain or re-increase the bar speed. So your peak force will start to decrease a little bit, but what you're trying to do is minimize that. So we'll get to that point here in a moment. I think that was my top set, yeah. So I started taking weight off there because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to maintain that bar speed. And that's most important on this day, maintaining bar speed. Okay, so fatigue is setting in here. You see, even though I decreased the weight, the bar is starting to slow down just a little bit. I know after that set, I was pretty pretty shot. My quads were pretty shot. Most of the reps were pretty deep, so I had a good session. Okay, looks like I felt like I had maintained, would be able to maintain peak force at that same weight there, so I knocked out another set. I believe I did. I took the white plates off there and did a set with just the reds at 155, and I called it after that because I could no longer produce bar speeds that were going to be respectable, and that's the point of the DE work, guys. So there you have it. DE ladders, pretty simple. You're just taking advantage of your mobility and fatigue and how warmed up you are as far as gauging your performance. So, all right, talk to you guys soon.